Good evening, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila, and I'm gonna be the host from this conversation. I am here with Andrea and Diana. But before we start, just a short explanation about the platform, what we are doing here. Is this an English class? What is happening here? So, guys, this is a platform where you can practice many languages. I guess French, it's Spanish, and English. This is a place when students decide what they want to discuss. We have a topic today. It's law of impermanence, and we don't have a teacher. We don't have someone to explain something. This is a place when you can share your opinions and put your English in practice without any worries or judgments. So feel free to know more about it. And we always start here no matter if you know each other about our self-presentation, it's really important to practice it every day because you can becoming better every time and you can change something if you want it. And this can bring you confidence, maybe. So we will start with this and later we can go from the questions, okay? So Gianna, oh, are you eating, okay? Daya, can you start? Introduce yourself.
Yes, for sure. So, good evening, guys. My name is Andrea. I am 47 years old, but I am a 47-year-old girl with a 30-year-old soul because I really like going at concerts. In my mind, I don't have this age, and I think it's really important because it gives you a lot of motivation and a lot of energy, even though your body don't correspond that, but your mind have it. So you just keep it going. So that's it. I am married and I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. I've been trying to improve my speaking skills here in this platform since 2021. Of course, I improve a lot, but I believe that it's really important to keep it going. And because of this, I am here every day to practice. So that's it.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Daya. Gianna, can you go right now? Are you okay to go? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Hi, everybody. I am Gianna. I was born and raised in the state in Brazil, in the state of Bahia, a state from the northeast of Brazil. Nowadays, I'm living in the United States of America because I'm doing an exchange program here. In Brazil, I'm doing a master's degree in education, and my research is about patient education and the usement of assistive technology for young people, children, and teenagers who are inside a long-term treatment inside the hospital and who also needs to keep in the process of education. And I'm also a pedagogue and I'm 24. Yeah, basically.
Nice, nice. Thank you for coming, Gianna. So about me, I am 40 years old. I live in São Paulo. I work as an accountant, so I am from the finance field for over 15 years, I guess. I have been here in the platform since March 24 as a speaker. I discovered this platform through LinkedIn. And then became a host in June 24. So this is a good achievement for myself. And I guess I can feel it about my English also because we are here practicing. We have this deep conversation sometimes. We need to know how to put our words in different language. So this is a good way that can make us giving us ideas how to improve. Yeah, I don't know, guys, we need to find out a way to express our ideas, and this is really good for us because this is a place when you can try, right? So it's really good to have this experience or this opportunity to just try and becoming better about language. I love studying English. I started to study Spanish as a teenager. This was my first language that I studied. Of course, not because Portuguese was my first one, but Spanish was my second. And then I started studying English just because job and whatever. I just decided and I became passionate about it. So maybe I can say this language is my first instead of Spanish because we are here every day. So, and about the difficult, I guess, right? It's not
Yeah.
so easy to study English. So, and let's talk about law of impermanence, girls. What do you want? Dea, do you want to go? Don't feel afraid.
Yes,
Just
let's
relax.
try to do it right. So, what does the concept of impermanence mean to you personally? So, to be honest, I needed to search about this topic to be able to talk. So, I will try to do my best. Okay. Maybe in my idea, impermanence concept means that everything can change no matter how, no matter the time. Nothing it lasts forever, and it's
Mhm.
really important to accept that as well. And if it's good or bad, it will be it will change somehow.
Mhm.
So we need to appreciate your moment if it's good, okay, and try to accept the bad ones as well. But not it's forever. I think it's that.
Yes, good point. I remember the first time that I heard about this, I enjoyed meditation group during the pandemic years, and we have some discussion. And one person there shared with everyone about suicidal, about because a relationship has done, and this person shared with this, and the guy said, but nothing will last forever. And
Yes.
then when you start something, you need to keep in mind that it could finish it in the next day. So we don't need to feel like this will be forever. I want to be in this relationship forever. And then when I heard that, I was like, I need to start a relationship, think that this would end it in the next day. And the guy said, yes, because you don't know about the future. And then this is something that you keep in your mind about being happiness and find happiness during this process. And this was only your mind, not relate to the other person. Then I felt like, oh my gosh, this is true. Because we want to think about I will be with this person forever. But the
Yeah.
other person maybe has different plans, and then we'll figure it out in I don't know, in the future. So this was really impact for me at the first time that I heard this kind of explanation. Like you cannot hold everything in your hands. So this is hard.
And
But I
even
go
our
ahead.
lives, right? Because and I
Yes.
don't know why we think about that. Oh, if I start a relationship, for example, just an example, okay?
Mhm.
I will be with this person for the rest of my life. No,
Yeah.
because you will not live forever, so it's impossible. But we have this perception about love and about other things, right? And the most of time we don't accept that when something finished. But as you
Mhm.
said, when you put it in your mind and try to think this way, it's better to not suffer so much, because
Mhm.
you are prepared for that. Oh, maybe it can finish it tomorrow and I will be prepared for that. It's
Yeah.
interesting, the
It's
concept.
I think it's not a negative point of view. I think it's
No,
different. Yes, because you don't you don't dream too much about the situation. You just put your foot in a real place. Like I know I can be happy today, but I don't know about tomorrow. This for not about relationship. It could be for the rest of other things like
yeah,
our job, our career. So I guess this I know this is really hard, but maybe this could be something helpful. I don't know.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, thank you, Dea. And you, Gianna, what this concept means to you?
Well, well, having these conversations here in Talk and Talk, it's been just like a session of therapy because conversations are being so deep. My goodness, with Andrea in this week, she just bring to us a very deep topic, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of difficult to deal with this kind of things, to deal with say goodbye to people, to say goodbye to situations, to say goodbye to relationships. I have a lot of difficulty with this kind of situation, to think that the things are not going to be forever. I have a lot of difficult. For example, and I was thinking about this kind of things a lot in the last few weeks, because I just fell in love with a person here in the USA, and
Okay.
in the end of the year I will go back to Brazil and the person will stay here.
Okay.
And I am like, I don't want to say goodbye to you, but we both know that we need to say goodbye to each other in a moment. But it's too hard because we are living something knowing that it not going last forever. And that's too hard. It's being hard to me, but at the same time, it's being a possibility to learn about enjoying day by day, enjoy the things at this very moment, and don't think about making plans of everything. Of course, it's important to make plans about things because we need to make plans, but I'm just trying to be more open to let life flows. And oh my gosh, this conversation about this topic. Oh Jesus, why?
Just to
I
prepare yourself for the future. Sorry, Camila. Just prepare
no.
yourself for the future, Diana.
No, but I don't want it. I don't want to be so rational. Is rational?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
I want
yes.
to be so rational. I just want to feel.
But we are just in June. You can enjoy the rest of the year, you know. This is
Yeah,
something that you can keep in mind and makes you feel proud of the situation. You know, like I am 100% here until the end of the year. So this is a kind of
try.
gift, I guess, you know, this experience, in my opinion. This is a kind of gift. Of course, we can't see it when you are passing through something. Just today, I watched a video on YouTube about why should we meet someone that will leave us in the future. And I was like, oh my gosh, why this happened, right? Because we have this relationship during the life, like someone that maybe can change your life forever. And then it was like 2 months, and then you feel like, but why? Why is supposed to meet this person in this moment? But you are a different person right now just because we spent 2 months with the other. So I guess this is a kind of gift. I just I just saying that right now because I'm not passing through this situation, okay?
Yes.
But we don't know about the future. We don't know because nothing lasts forever. So I guess nowadays I am totally different because of this meditation group. Because when I started there, I was suffering a lot about a relationship, about job. I was in a bad moment in my life, and then every day I was there and listening this kind of things. Nothing lasts forever. You don't have anything. This is just a temporary moment. And
Yeah,
then this makes me stronger. And then I guess until now I am a different person because if you are listening this kind of situation, you can change your mind for a good point of view, you know. So I think this is good because imagine if you was like always bad or if it was always good. You don't have the
the
life.
balance. Yeah,
Yes, you don't have the life changing and moving. So I know that when we are in a happy moment, we don't want to see the other side. But I guess it's part of our life, you know, just to put in mind like you need to see the value of the moments. I don't know. So it's
yeah.
really interesting, this kind
Wow.
of conversation. Sorry, Diana, because this was a surprise for me, but that's okay for you to continue with this?
Yes, for sure.
Of course, therapy, 100% for free, of course.
Yes.
Let's move on, girls. How do you think understanding impermanent can impact our daily lives? What do you think, Daya? Do you have you ever thought about it before or not?
No, I have never thought about because it's a new for me this word to
Mm-hmm.
be honest. But sometimes we're thinking about, but maybe I thought about, but I didn't know the exactly name for that. The name, the
Oh.
exactly concept. But I believe that it's really important for our daily lives because since we start understanding that not last forever, nothing nothing lasts forever, it can gives you I don't know, a sense, not a sense, maybe a freedom to do the things maybe you are, I don't know, maybe you think too much before to do.
Mm.
So like Diana, just an example, uh, I will use you as an example, Diana. Diana needs to enjoy a lot the 6 months that she will have, you know, without thinking about what will happen. Just enjoy every
Mm-hmm.
moment, and don't concern so much. Oh, okay. It's difficult to say that because it's about a relationship and we don't want to broken everything. But I don't know. I believe that when you know that it's possible to enjoy everything, maybe do it, without concern so much. And I don't know, can change your life thinking about that in this
Yeah.
way, right? I don't know if you understand, guys. Sometimes I
Yes.
I
No.
I I feel so difficult to express myself.
No, totally. And I guess Gianna can't be sad every day. Imagine if you start to feeling bad or
Yeah,
sad about, oh, it we ended. You cannot enjoy
yeah,
the day, right? You cannot feel the situation or enjoy it 100% happy because you are thinking the future. This doesn't make sense because we don't know about the future. I know this is really hard because
yeah,
we want to have control of everything. Like I will keep it until the rest of my life. I will be happy. I will live in the same room, in the same neighborhood, in the same place for the rest of my life, but not. In fact, we don't handle anything. We just use things, I guess, in my opinion, no? This is something that I think you heard, girls, about the Juliana, the girl who was in, I
yeah.
forgot the country, was
Indonesia.
Indonesia, yes. And she was making a good trip. She was happy, I guess, and something happened. And people on Twitter or X was discussing about, but why she decided to do that?
Because she
It's
just was living, right, guys? We don't need to
yes.
stop everything. If you stop, sorry, Camila, I just interrupted
Please,
you.
please go
Sorry
ahead,
about that.
please.
Because guys, I saw some comments as
Mm-hmm.
well, and I think it was so unfair because
Yeah.
maybe because of the government or because of the other things, you cannot enjoy your life, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot do what you want to do, what you
Yeah.
have, you because she was a really curious girl to traveling alone, but she was enjoying her life, and I believe
Yeah.
that it's the most important thing to do. But okay, it's something that could happen, and unfortunately happened with her, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean that, oh, why? Maybe if I want to travel to USA or the other country, I don't know, maybe I needed to think about that the airplane could
Yeah.
fell.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, right?
Yes,
We
and
need just
this
to enjoy. Yeah,
yes, and you don't need to be in Indonesia or another country. This can happen here. I heard something about
exactly.
Pedra da Gávea here in Rio de Janeiro, close to São Paulo, that can happen with each other. We can face this kind of problem even when you go to the bakery,
Yeah.
because we don't know what can happen. And I heard that if she was inside of her house, nothing will happen to
Come on.
her. And I said, oh my gosh. So I cannot do anything because I'm afraid of
Yeah.
leaving. So this is so strange. It was a discussion on Twitter. This since I guess Monday, people were arguing about it. But I guess in fact, I think, of course, we don't hope that this kind of things happened, but I think she was really happy. She was making a good trip
Yes.
since February.
February. Yeah.
Yes, can you imagine? This was the the
It's a
the trip
dream,
of
right, guys? It's a dream.
yes. And I saw some print screens about on her Instagram about speaking about the meditation group and difficulty that she faced there, and I
Mhm.
think she was like living her dream, like
Yeah.
I'm living the best moment in my life. So I don't know,
Yeah.
and we don't know
Yeah.
why this kind of things happen, but I guess she was happy. She was doing what she decided to do. So no one can have this opportunity, I guess, to have this kind of trip. So
Yeah.
I think we don't need to feel stuck in our life just because we are afraid of situation.
Yeah.
So it's really hard.
Exactly.
Do you want to say something there or not?
No, no, no.
No. And you, Gianna, what do you think about this? Put in practice.
Wow, Jesus, this conversation is it's really being too deep. I'm reflecting about a lot of things in my life, a lot of things
Oh
because
yeah.
I think I said to Andrea in the immersion of Monday. I think so because I'm reading. No, I'm reading no because I already finished. But I was reading a book that my psychologist sent to me, and it was about self love, about
Mm-hmm.
things related to self love,
Okay.
and I was reflecting about a lot of things, and one of the things that I was reflecting was about enjoying life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Living life, letting life flows. And as you said, uh, when we are more open to feel life, to let the things go and happen, we are sometimes receiving something like a gift. We are
Mm-hmm.
enjoying the moment, and maybe we should be more doing this kind of things. We should be more enjoying the moment with no thought about the things, about plans, about things that needs to happen, just like steps that we need to follow. And I think that the impact in our daily lives could be in really enjoy the moment and know that we only have the moment. We don't have the past, we don't have the future, we just have the moment. So we need to enjoy, just like that
Yeah.
phrase, carpe diem, enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Wow, too deep, too deep. Special therapy.
I remember I was traveling abroad last month, and I remember for the first time I was afraid about it. I take the apartment documentation in a specific place, and I was afraid. I was afraid. And then I said to my mom, maybe this apartment would be yours in the future. No, this is yours. This is not mine. And I was afraid. I don't know what's happening, but I was worried about making this trip. But I remember there I was always around a lot of people. Andreas knows, I guess Diana also. Because when you are traveling, you have a group, you have schools, and you have your friends, and then you are always around a lot of people, a crowd of people. And I remember a day that I was alone by myself. And I was just walking around downtown, and I was almost emotional. I almost start to crying because I said, "Oh my gosh, I am in a different country, in a different place by myself. I had this opportunity in my life, so I start to think about what I am doing here. I had never imagined to be in a place like this, and you can enjoy the view and the people around you, and you feel totally powerful because you are in a country that speak a different language, and you pay for the trip, and you feel like, oh my gosh, I can do it by myself. I don't need to think about the others. I don't need to ask permission for someone. And then this is a kind of thing that makes us think when you are in a trip. I don't know, I don't think if you have the same experience there, but I got
Yes.
emotional just because I was walking on the street, and then something happened, and pling, I start to think, oh my gosh, I am here just because I decided I'm here. And I don't know, this is a kind of a good feeling in my mind,
Yeah.
Do you have this there?
Yes, I had, and it was a really special moment for me. For example, when I went to Italy, it was my first trip abroad, and it's so
Okay.
special because I was alone, guys. And I always say the same thing. We starting believing more in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting because, for example, here in Brazil, I had never had the opportunity to take a subway by myself. I've
Okay.
always need someone to stay with me because I didn't know. I live in Guarujá. I don't use it every day. And when I need to go to São Paulo, I need to take a subway and then I need someone. Okay. And in Italy, it was just me and I
Yeah.
needed to go for other places by subway. And I could do it. And I remember that when I arrived in a place that I was looking for, uh, I have just up the stairs and I saw huge, not huge, a big cathedral in Milan.
Okay.
It's a
Wow.
beautiful one. You know, you imagine I was up the stairs and the cathedral appear at the same time. And I just I got so emotional. I started to cry, to be honest, because I have never thought, oh, to be there,
Yeah.
living this moment, oh, am I here? Am I here? It's right that because I am a poor girl, I needed to
Mm-hmm.
work a lot. Of course, like you guys, everybody needs to work to have our our things, to achieve our dreams. But it's so special, when you realize that you can do everything that you want. Because of this, I always say you need to believe yourself because everything is possible. You just need to put it in your mind. Of course, we need some effort depending on the situation, but you can do it. Don't give up about your dreams. So it's really nice when we pass through this experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
what's
loving
happened.
this free therapy. I'm loving.
I remember when I was in Times Square, and I sent a picture to my sister, and she said, "Oh, but people don't have money, they just have credit card." And I said to her, "But you don't have experience, you don't have stories to share. You are
Yeah,
sitting in your sofa and judging the others." Because
yeah.
I said this, there was a crowd. It was like the place, like I don't know, like 25 de Março.
Hmm.
Times Square was like scary. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a 25 de Março, but for rich people, I said to her. And she said, no, they don't have money. They just had a credit card, and I said, but they have experience, they have stories to share. They are living the life, right? So
Yes.
we cannot judge if you get your credit card and go for a trip. No, this is your life. You don't know about tomorrow. So it's easy to judge, like, oh, about the girl again. If she was inside of her house, nothing had happened. Okay, but she was living. her life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
I believe that it was the best choice, right, guys? Because we YOLO, you once only live you once, you know. You know
yeah.
this expression, YOLO?
No,
No, I will put
no,
here for you. You
nice.
only live you once. So as you only live you once, we need to enjoy as much as we can, right, guys? Because in my opinion, life is made from experience. We will
Mhm.
not uh, have with us at the moment that we are dying, for example, a money or
Yeah,
our material things.
yeah.
I believe that can pass like a movie in our head, about our memories, experience. So I want to have a lot to remember when I am dying, oh, I enjoyed that. Oh my gosh, and die happy, with happiness. That's
You
it.
need, do you want to have so many that you need to put in this different speed because they need to, oh, I have so much, so put in a different speed
Yes.
because I want to watch everything.
Everything exactly.
Nice. And you, Gianna, do you have this feeling? Because I know that you are in US, like, oh my gosh, I'm here, I did it. So you do have this feeling sometimes?
Yes, for sure. Just like Andrea said, uh, we don't have money to do this kind of things anytime that we want, and it would be perfect if we if we have this amount of money. But yes, for sure. Until nowadays, I have this feeling every time that I
Yeah.
just look to my side and I realize where I am. I just arrived here in the USA in the beginning of April, and since the beginning of April, I am just like this. For example, last week I was at the gym, and the gym is on the fourth
Okay.
floor, so I can have a beautiful overview of the university, of the city, a part of the city, of people walking in the streets, some cars, things like that. And I was like, Jesus, I'm living the thing that I was working so
Ah,
hard to achieve. I'm living the thing that I was praying so hard to have.
Yeah.
And I just take a look around myself and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm living a dream. And that's so interesting because here in the city of in the city of Philadelphia, where I'm living, I'm really next to near to New Jersey, to New York, so I can go to some famous states here in the USA, and this is so unbelievable. It's like a
yes.
dream.
Yeah.
Of
Yes.
course, has the troubles, the worst parts, has problems, but it's a dream, by the way.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. I always say that when I am in a trip, I always say, "My gosh, I'm live a dream. I'm live a dream. I'm live a dream," and it is like a something that makes me feel so proud of myself. And this is a moment that no money can pay for it. Of course, we were paying,
Yes.
but your memories no one can change. This is something that you can take for the rest of your life. And then the photos and etc. The stories that you can that you live there. So I remember that I made a trail in this trip, and I lose my connection when I was arriving at the trail, but was
Mhm.
more than 5 kilometers to be there and 5 to come back. So I spent my day without connection. And I just said to my family, I rent a car and I am going to a trail. This was the information. Then I vanished. And I was walking a lot. I was with a friend, and they know that I was with a friend. She was a Brazilian. And then I walked a lot to be in the high peak of the mountain.
Mhm.
And when I was exhausted, and my friend was also, and we are in a place that was easy to something bad happen. It was in the middle of the woods, and then okay, we are just speaking and trying to think good things, not think
Okay.
about the worst moment. And then when we arrived at the peak of the mountain, then we could see everything. The lake was a beautiful lake in the mountains with the
Wow.
snow, and then my friend and I was like the security to not cry. We are like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. And we look at each other and they say, oh my gosh, what is
Yes.
happening? We are here. And we always saw the pictures on Google.
Mhm.
But when you are there and you take picture,
Yes.
this is not the same. This is not the
Yes.
same. And when I come back, of course, my family was almost calling to, I don't know, Interpol
Mhm.
because I I vanished all day. But I say to them like, nothing can pay this experience. I'm sorry because I made everyone afraid about what could happen to myself. But me and my friend, we look at each other and we felt like, oh my gosh, we did it. Can you imagine?
Yes.
This will be in my mind forever. And then it was like, of course I have pictures, but it's not the same. It's not
Yeah.
the same. And when I arrived there, I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I am here. No, it's hard to explain this feeling.
Yeah.
And imagine if I just judging someone about money. Of course, I had my credit card and I passed more than 10 times there this trip. But I had the memories, I had the experience. You know, this
Yeah.
is more than money, in my opinion. Like this is so good. So I guess
Yeah.
Andrea has a good story about hotel. It was
Yes.
bad, but was good in the end, right?
Yes, I totally agree with you about this kind of experience, guys, because something, for example, people maybe cannot understand because, oh, maybe you should save your money for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's important to save money for the future. I am not saying that. But in my opinion, the most important to have this experience because I had a dream to go to Italy and I got it, you know. I
Yeah.
I had another dream to go to meet London and I got it. And when you check, just to go there and check your dreams, it's a feeling that, oh, no one can understand that, just you, because it's important for you. And maybe people, oh, okay, you go, it's a trip, a normal trip. No, but for people that have conditional, are a rich
Mm-hmm.
one that can traveling once, twice a year, okay. But guys, I did a trip in 2018 and then in 2045. Can you imagine that? How long, how much time passed through another trip? And I'm still paying for this trip, the last one. So it's not
Yes.
easy for us. So we need to be proud of ourselves, really
Yeah.
proud of ourselves. And I am, for sure.
Yes. And I guess you the same, Diana, because I have the same feeling as you when you are doing silly things like, I don't know, doing the dishes and the water is hot. And
Mhm.
I don't have a hot water here in my house. And I was there. Oh my gosh, I have hot water to do the dishes. And I felt like, oh my gosh, look at this beard. This beard is different from Brazil. And then everything could be special.
Yes.
Every moment
Yes.
can be. Go ahead, Diana, please.
Uh, for example, I was at a store which we call here Dollar Tree. It's a store that we can buy a lot of things for $1.25. Uh, and I saw a big a big lollipop,
Oh
and
Mm.
I buy
no.
this lollipop, and I am just like, oh my gosh, a North American lollipop, a giant lollipop, and I'm happy for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, everything can be special, I guess. Like I was there and deciding to bring some gifts for my family. And it was hard to decide because everything could be magical. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to give everything in the places. When you go to a different place, I have in my mind, I would like to my mom see the same view or my
Mhm.
sister, but it's impossible right now, maybe in the future. But we want to share the good moments from the others. I always think about my family and my friends, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you must to see it." I
Yeah.
was in the Harry Potter store in New
Mhm.
York, and then you can have a beer there. I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I'm not. I don't know about.
Me
But I
neither,
talked,
yeah.
yes, and I talked to my sister. Should I have a beer? And she said, yes, try it. Give me picture. Just because I was there and she loved it, Harry Potter. I
Yeah.
just say, I will do it for you because
Mhm.
I was there. So it's a kind of you can live the experience from the others, like
Yeah.
this is weird. Do you know what I mean there?
Yes, exactly, exactly. I totally know about because, for example, guys, I went to Liverpool and I really don't like Beatles, the Beatles,
Okay.
until this trip, because I was
Yeah.
there in the city of Beatles and now I love Beatles. And why? Because reminds me my trip. Every time that I listening a Beatles song, I remember some part of Liverpool. And
Yeah.
I was in the Cavern Club, for example. I got emotional there as well
Mm-hmm.
because I like so much music, listening to music. And it was a dream for me to be there, so famous place. I don't know, guys. You know what is this feeling, right? Because it's so magical when you are in a place that it's so famous and you think, oh my gosh, I am here in the same place that someone I don't know, Adele went there, a lot of famous one, and I was
Mm-hmm.
there as well, drinking a beer as well. So it's so nice. It's so nice. It's amazing.
Is there a place, a famous place when you live, Gianna, in US or not? Are you in Philadelphia, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yes. I don't
Do you
know.
know the Rocky movies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, here we have the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and we have the famous stairs that the Rock was
Oh,
running. And we have
nice.
the how we say that in English? Statue? No, is it statue?
It's a statue. Yeah.
Statue.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
have that there. The people go there and take a lot of pictures.
Oh
It's
my
incredible.
gosh.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. But girls, I don't think we have time, but I want to end this conversation with the next question. In your opinion, why is it important to accept that nothing lasts forever? Just to finish, because I know that Diana is inside of this situation, but go ahead, Daya. If you want to give some ideas or tips from Diana, feel free, okay?
I think why it's important to live better, guys. Accept
Mm,
that, and just live your life every moment and live better. I believe that is like a freedom and it's like a gift as well. You have this perception, so just keep going, I think.
nice, nice. I guess, in my opinion, this can make us remind that we need to be present in the moment every day. We are here 100% present, and then if you are speaking with someone, you need to be 100% present because we don't
Yeah,
know the next time. Maybe you cannot see this person, and then we need to be present and enjoy this moment as it was the last one. So this is my tip. And you, Diana, do you
nice.
have something to say?
I don't have nothing to say. Nothing. No, I'm just thinking and feeling, but I don't have nothing to say.
Girls, it was
Oh,
really nice. Oh, please go ahead, Gianna.
Yes.
no, it's
No.
because it's having a storm outside.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Suddenly, because
take
all day
care.
was very hot and sunny.
Oh my gosh.
Take care.
This is Philadelphia.
Yeah, the weather changed
Okay.
really fast, right, in US, I guess. So,
Right.
girls, I don't think we have
This
more
is
time.
Philadelphia.
Oh, sorry. I don't think we have time. I put the survey link here. Of course, if you want to discuss about a different topic in the future, please give me ideas. Or if you want to rate this conversation, feel free. It was 100% anonymous. You can share if you like it or if you dislike it. I know that we started in a way and then you ended in a different way, but I guess the idea was the
It's
same.
amazing.
Yes, and I guess this is the magical thing that happens here in the immersion. We start with just we have just an idea, and then everything can change. This is law of impermanence, I guess.
Yes.
I hope you like it, girls, as I did. It was good day. I think we have time to discuss a
Oh,
little bit how was.
it was amazing. I think it was the best conversation that I had here. Camila, thank you
Oh,
so much for this
nice.
topic. I really love it. I was afraid, but okay, now I don't know how to explain that. I really love that.
Nice. And we are discussing about good moments, right? So this make us so, I don't know, happy, I guess, right?
Yes, I
Thank
think
you.
so.
And you, Jen, how was for you? I know that you at the beginning you were like, oh my gosh, girls, don't, not today.
At the end, I still just like girls, please, not today. But thank you, by the way, because this was my second session of therapy of this week. So thank you. I have a lot of things to think about it right now. And the most important, I have a lot of things to live and to enjoy because I'm
Yes.
receiving a gift, as you said.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
enjoy it because no one, not everybody can have this same experience. So enjoy it for fun, fell in love because you can make memories, stories. This is part of your life, so we cannot jump for just the happiest moment. We need to enjoy the bad moment because they are part of something bigger, I guess. So enjoy it. So girls, that's it. Thank you very much for coming. I am really proud of our conversation. This makes me so happy because we started something sad at the beginning, but was in the end good because you know that we can build something good in the end, you know. And life is like a flow. This go and down, so up and down. So we can enjoy and have a good night and see you soon another time here.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, girls.
Camila. Thank you,
Thank
Gianna. Bye bye,
Bye bye.
guys.